Right, welcome back to another episode of Midweek Mania. This week is a topic that I wanted to do for a while, but we need to get the right guest who's going to interact with it with good. And I think we have got the right guest this week. And I'm just going to bring them in now, and he can let you know about his channel. So let's get him in. So Bazza, you can join us whenever you want. There you go.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Good,
Well,
thank
good
you.
to be here. Yeah, good to be here. Why don't you tell people about your channel, Bazza, and what it's about?
Oh, well, thank you. So I'm Barry Lynch, known as ThemeparkBazza. Oh, look at that full screen. Ooh, doing my first live. So I've got you all in there. What? Is the internet in there? Yeah, everybody's in there. So yeah, doing my first live, ThemeparkBazza. Living in Orlando, Florida. A lot of the vlogs are around, obviously, theme parks and life in Florida. And it's with me and Maxine sort of experiencing the different world over here and sharing it with the world, and also a way of sharing back with our family back in the UK, what we get up to during the weeks and during the days. So,
All right, cheers.
right.
Right, and if anyone wants to get hold of them, you can find them here. So on YouTube, ThemeparkBazza, Twitter at ThemeparkBazza, and Instagram, ThemeparkBazza. So there's a bit of a theme there, isn't there, Bazza? The park.
Yeah, I'm simple. Yeah.
Right, so what we'll do is, like I say, there's a few topics here. It's all like little Disney topics that you can talk about, and they are questions, Bazza, but I think we need to answer them, and we'd like for people in the chat to get involved as well, and let's see where it goes. Let's have some fun with it. That's what it's about, just having some fun. Right?
If you insist, why not?
Well, we'll try, you know. Two Northern Englishmen, we'll try. We'll give it a go. We're normally miserable as hell, but never mind. Right, okay.
So I see Nick's join, so be more miserable than us on, so we're okay.
So the first one we want to get people involved with, and we're obviously going to get involved, of course we are, is, would you rather be in an Avengers movie or a Star Wars movie? I know what he's going with. He's going with the Avengers.
Well, I do have the physique. I do have the physique for the Avengers movie, honestly. But I was there in 1977 in the cinema watching the first movie, so that's kind of been ingrained in me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So Star Wars is my sort of DNA. So Avengers movies are good, don't get me wrong, but Star Wars is more my DNA.
Yeah. And I'm with you on that one, Baz. I grew up on the original trilogy. I don't think any Star Wars trilogy has quite matched that one. In fact, it's mad, isn't it, when you go back and look at them films and the special effects on them as well. Considering they were made in 77, A New Hope especially, they were made in 77, and you look at other films that was made around that time, the special effects don't come anywhere near it. They don't come anywhere near it. It's unbelievable. Yeah,
breaking new ground.
Yeah,
breaking new. That Industrial Light and Magic was set up from that, so they were breaking whole new ground and whole new designs and computer animation, computer guided cameras and things. So it was like, I always remember, like, if anybody here was there in the cinema and that opening scene when the ship came across and the lasers were firing and everything, it was like one of those moments, like, how did they do that? You know? It's amazing.
Definitely. Let's say also the couple that are in the chat. So we've got Georgie. Hi, Georgie. Okay.
Hello. Georgie.
And we've got Nick as well saying hello. Georgie's going against us here, Bazza. He's going Avengers. She's saying there's a Hemsworth in the Avengers.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can get that. That's, Maxine.
I'm just going, who's Hemsworth? I've never heard of him. He's not an Avenger.
Yeah, Chris is in the Avengers, but I have to say Maxine does gravitate towards Chris Hemsworth, whatever movie he's in. Strangely enough, she seems to think it's a good movie we should watch together.
Evening, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
So you haven't answered it yet. Avenger or Star Wars?
I'm going to have to go with George.
Of course you would. Why would you side with your husband? Come on then, what Avenger would you be? This Hemsworth, look, he's a new Avenger, him.
I don't really watch Avengers as like a film to know what's going on in it, really, to be honest.
You're just watching the Hemsworth, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Hello, Jackson Edwards. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us to come along with this stream that we're going to hopefully enjoy and not get too silly.
Yeah.
I may sing for Nick later on. As Nick's on, I might give him a song later on because he knows my vocal prowess.
Nick's on. Nick is here.
Yeah.
Nick is in the chat.
I know. You say I'll give him a song. He knows how good I am.
Yeah, that can follow on. That can actually follow on to one of the questions. Might get Nick on to do a duet, eh?
I wonder if he'll join us. Do you think? I think that would be a good, because you did a short, didn't you, Bazza? About
it was magical. Nick hasn't stopped talking about it since it made such an impact on him. Not a good impact, made an impact.
Oh yeah, you've had it. He's washing his hair. That's my excuse, Nick. Brilliant. And the great British Mickey Waffles in.
Hi guys.
Are you alright? Thanks for joining us. I think Jackson must be Harrison's friend.
Yeah, Jackson must be one of our lads' friends. Yeah.
There you go, Georgie saying it was amazing there, Bazza, your duet. So we're going to have to do that. We'll see if Nick will come on. Hey?
That was a word, amazing. I wanted to use, I've chosen that word, but it was something.
Brilliant. So come on, people, get involved in the chat. Let us know what it is that you'd be. Would you rather be in an Avengers movie or a Star Wars movie? Me and Bazza.
Steve, what character would you be in a Star Wars movie?
What character would I be in Star Wars? Well, I really miss me hair, so I'd go for Chewie. But if I was to be serious, I think the person I'd really like to be is Han Solo. He was brilliant. Yeah. Han Solo, cool. You know, he's a man's man. Him, definitely a man's man. Yeah, get a British Mickey Waffle saying definitely Avengers, definitely Avengers. Yeah. So we've got a couple of them going on. I think that's what you did. What was that when you sung the short? Was it, Nick?
Yeah, that's when I
Come on, and let's have that live.
Let's recreate it.
No. You got to watch. It was in the moment. It was the emotion of the song. You got to be in the emotion of the song.
Isn't it a Disney song? It was in the moment.
Yeah.
Hi BDF, how you doing? You okay?
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so that was our first one. So Avenger or Star Wars movie. Like I say, these are only little short discussion points, Andy. So you a little question, move on to the next one. Let's have some fun. So let's go on to the next one. So what is the one Disney film you love that you feel is underrated?
The one I love most, and I don't think it's underrated, but the one that really resonates with me is really WALL-E. I like WALL-E, the movie. Yeah. WALL-E should be. And that doesn't seem to get a lot of praise, but I just like that whole, it's just like a good feel-good movie. That's my go. That's kind of the one that I feel you don't see around a lot or talked around a lot, but
you don't do that. You know what? I've not really watched WALL-E. I think you have with the kids, haven't you?
The kids, yeah.
Yeah, no. What about you?
I think that is a hard one because
it is a hard one, but it's supposed to get your brain thinking, isn't it?
No, I have just got what you're thinking. I have just got Disney Plus, so I did sign up for Disney Plus recently.
Yeah.
We had access to all the Avengers movies and Star Wars movies, but there's a lot of films on there that you get access to that you didn't really see unless they were you'd seen them in the movies or on DVD or whatever. But there's a lot of content on there now. It's pretty good. Haunted Mansion, that's a good one. Yeah, that's one that doesn't get a lot of money.
It is, yeah. It's a bit like this. You looking for the answer to this question? It's a bit like going shoe shopping, would you?
I just don't know. I just love them all. I just couldn't.
See, I've got what you want me to make it. Yeah, let me answer it, right? Because the one I've got, I watched it when I was a kid, and I loved this. It's a really old Disney film.
Showing your age.
No, it's just a rerun. So it's actually it's not animated. I hope it's Disney. I know it's on Disney Plus. I'm sure it is. The Cat from Outer Space. That's Disney. The Cat from Outer Space. He had a collar on him.
Yeah, he had a collar on it. Yeah.
I love that film. Yeah, I love that
I
film.
don't know that one.
Your mum, unsurprisingly, is
Not
going for
underrated
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yeah.
I tell you what was
It's overrated.
what was interesting as a Disney film I saw on Netflix over Christmas. I watched, because it was Christmas, we watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which of course is a Disney film. And when you go into Netflix and look at the information on it, it had a warning for drug use and violence. And I'm like, that's not the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang I remember, but they actually flagged it on Netflix for drug use and violence, which was something to do, I think, with people smoking and something to do with the child catcher catching the children. But when you're going through the preview and you see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and drug use, I'm like, don't remember that.
Oh, I don't know this one, Georgie. What's the Treasure Planet?
No.
I don't know this one. Do you know that one, Bazza?
Treasure Planet, I don't know. You have to give us more info on that, Georgie.
Give us a little bit more on that, Georgie, please. Let us know what that one is. I don't know that one.
No, me either.
Interesting to see what that is, though.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I think the Haunted was the Haunted Mansion the one with the comedian in it.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I don't know. Tomorrowland. Do you know what that one is?
Yeah, isn't that the one with is it George Clooney in it or something like that? I don't know. I'm probably getting mixed up with something else. It's not an old one. What I'm thinking. It's a futuristic. Yeah, I think we are. I think I'm thinking of the same one. Yeah. Georgie's gone with Princess of the Frog.
Yeah, that's definitely.
It won't be when they redo
if they do Splash Mountain.
When you take that away, it won't be then. People will be wanting to watch it then, I think. Yeah. Nick saying, that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's look out for that one that Georgie said about, because she said it's good.
Yeah, definitely this one here. Treasure Planet. I want to know what that is. I want to know.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. There you go. You should check it out. It's on Disney Plus, Bazza. Now that you've got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Use it.
Yeah. You said you just going back to the Avengers, right? You said you've watched all the Avengers. Have you watched them all in chronological order, or have you watched them in the order that got released?
Well, no, I mean, I haven't watched them all on Disney Plus, but I've seen them all in the cinema from day one in chronological order. I haven't gone back and watched them on Disney Plus, but we had them all on DVD as well, so I'm a fan of them. But you asked me to choose between something that's really good and something that's really, really good. So
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Just put this banner back up, so give anyone else a chance there to just. It was that one, wasn't it? I haven't put the next one on, have I? By mistake. No.
Do you remember all those ones from the Escape from Space Mountain and all those in the 70s?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
They're like American TV film movies with Vincent Price, or I can't remember who the character was. He was a bad guy, but they did a lot of those, didn't they? With they got made for TV movies in the 70s.
I bet you'll find them on Disney Plus somewhere. I bet you they're on there somewhere. I bet you they are. Nice.
Not that I was told about it. I wasn't around in the 70s, obviously, being as young as I am. But I read about it somewhere.
You know, you did a bit of going to a film in the 77, but you weren't around in the 70s.
Damn. Escape from Which Mountain? That's the one, Nick. Yeah, Escape from Which Mountain? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, there you go.
He remembers. He's old enough.
Definitely. Right. So, down that one.
And you can't say Nick.
I hope Nick wants to duet with the character. Oh, that'd be cool, Nick. Aye. Nick and Bazza is I can just imagine it, you know, Nick there as Prince Charming, and you as the I don't know, the wicked stepmother or something like that.
I could believe that. I don't know really which song you would do. I mean, there's so many good songs. I'm trying to think. Come on, give us some songs, folks. Give us some ideas. Which songs would you?
I
was thinking of. I can't hit the notes of. I can hit the notes of every song, but I hit it from a different angle every time. But like Elsa, like you know, sort of some of those songs, kind of.
So yeah, mine would be Rapunzel and Flynn in the boat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be my one.
Okay, like he hasn't got a clue what she's on about. Neither do I.
Not a clue. That's Scooby. Absolutely Scooby. Just one. Give us a thing else.
Anna loves an open door. Yeah.
Anna with loves an open door. Yeah.
Loves
an open door. That's actually a good choice. That
Christoph. Yeah.
You see, I do. What's the one that you like? Ariel, don't you?
Yeah, love Ariel.
What's the baddie's name out of Ariel again? What's her name?
Ursula.
Yeah, I'd sing along with her. She's the only one who'd make me look all right. I'd look thin against her. It'd be great.
Yeah.
I think by the voice, I'd love to belt out "Let It Go, Let It Go."
Yeah.
So that'd be you know. I keep using that a lot of work where people keep getting stressed about stuff. I keep going, "Let it go, let it go,
Yeah.
let it go,
let it go."
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, see, George agrees.
Does she?
Yeah. Last I see the light.
And you'd sing that
with Flynn, yeah.
Yeah, would you? Last I see the light, would you with Flynn?
In the boat with all the lanterns.
All right, at least I know where I stand. Okay, that's good.
But there's loads of good ones. Like I know, we joking about Nick, but he does some good songs, and he did the one for Mulan. I didn't even know that song in Mulan until he sang it. And you can tell it's a Disney song when you hear it and you go and watch it afterwards. But there's so many good songs hidden in so many of those movies. We've probably scratched the surface on the ones, the most popular one that you can get.
It's like even the songs in Coco, like some of the songs in Coco is just, I think he's so dreamy. George, you talking about Nick or Flynn?
No, Bazza.
Oh, Bazza, yeah.
This thing just going south.
Yeah. we did mention Unpredictable on this one.
We did. Anyway, nice, okay. Dashing.
Oh, all? She said all.
Oh, we're all dreamy. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, she's having a nightmare at the moment, but
Oh.
Yeah, this is another quick one, this one. Who would you want as your Disney sidekick?
Ooh. Disney sidekick.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to go Goofy. Love Goofy. I think he'd be funny as a sidekick. I really do. You imagine him just trying to get through. You're trying to save someone and got the bad guy and he's just bumbling along.
Yeah. I go with Gaston. I think Gaston would be in all of my looks and good looks. So Gaston would be a good sidekick to kind of put him in his place.
Bye.
See you, video.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much.
You'd have to have a lot of room to have Dumbo as your sidekick, but.
Dumbo, yeah. I think that's my mum. I think she kicked my dad out.
Was he and all?
See George Pascal, he'd be so cute.
Yeah.
See, I think mine'd have to be Stitch.
Stitch, you got Stitch mad, haven't you, lately?
I just absolutely, I think he's so funny and so mischievous. I think, I think Stitch would be a good partner in crime. I think.
Yeah. Okie doke. Right. Anyway,
Sienna, well, which Bazza said Gaston, like Sienna, our little girl, she's obsessed with Beauty and the Beast. And when we'd done Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and she dressed up as Belle.
Oh.
So we'd gone to see Belle, and then as we were coming round the corner, obviously Gaston was doing a meet and greet. So I said to her, "Come on, we'll go and see him." She said, "No, he's not a nice man."
She wouldn't go near him. She wouldn't go near him. The only character she wouldn't go and meet was Gaston.
Yeah,
no, he's a bad man.
Yeah.
You're not going to see him.
Because obviously she's, to hear that story is real. That's the real.
That's real, and the Gaston who was there was real as well. It was the real Gaston.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't get there.
She's got good sense. That's all I can say. She's got good sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chewie. Yes, of course. Technically, he's a Disney character now, technically, but you'd always overlook them, don't you? When you hear the word Disney, you forget that they own the Star Wars franchise now. Yeah, of course.
That's my normal thing, Steve. When everybody puts up, who's your favorite princess on social media, my immediate response is Leia. Yeah, every time. Princess Leia, of course.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I've not seen her on the cavalcades. I've seen all the princesses, but I never see Leia there. I keep shouting out when they go past where there's Belle. Where's Leia? Where's Leia?
Yeah. Did they not have it in the new Star Wars land now? No.
No,
they've got around Rey and the second generation.
So it's just all the newer characters that they've got there.
Well, I've heard they're not newer. I've heard they're phasing them out, and Mandalorian is now coming in. They're talking about phase, because if you think of the trilogy that's just finished, that goes back 5, 6, 7 years. So the rumors were they're going to remodel Star Wars land now and have it as Batuu now is more around which the Mandalorian is the same time frame as the original Star Wars. So that's going to be interesting.
I thought that. I've been watching that. I went right the way through the first season, and in the second season I slowed down, and I still haven't finished the second season yet. And I know season 3's out, so I need to put my ideas up and get that sorted, because that's a good series. That the child.
Well, they're merging them more and more together with the original as it goes, in different pieces and parts. So it's very interesting.
Right.
That's what I heard that hot off the press this week, that Disney's looking to do some remodeling, because some of the kids today and kids coming tomorrow are raised there now, but in 5 years time, Mandalorian and the Disney Plus channel, or you saw all the series being launched on Disney Plus, a lot of those are going to be coming in, and so they'll be the new that people will want to go and see and experience.
Well, we'll just come back to this one a minute, because the park maps put on there. Yeah, they agree. They should have a meat layer in there. That'll be good. That would be good. Yeah.
Sorry, just back to Georgia's comment. Like, she's putting the new Stitch Plus. Have you seen them?
No.
When Disney announced they were doing, I think it's Stitch breaks into Disney, or something along them lines, I was so excited to see what they were going to be. And they've released them over the last couple of days. They've released what they're going to look like. I think they've released January's and February's.
Mm-hmm.
January is Beauty and the Beast, which I thought I would absolutely love. And February's is Lady and the Tramp, and they're so disappointing.
Wow.
Like, really. I mean, I suppose it's good for you. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
as long as there's a Disney store over here that's doing it, not the one over in the States where we've got to pay shipping as well.
Well, the States are.
Why were they disappointing? Just in the quality of them, or the?
I just think the way they've the theme around them. I mean, I don't know. They've basically. So the January one, Beauty and the Beast, is just Stitch with a load of roses over him. And Lady and the Tramp, you wouldn't actually know, to be honest. I think it just looks like he's got like a spaghetti on top of his head. What's
wrong with that?
It's just, I don't know. I just thought they could have done.
I'd settle for that right now.
I just thought they could have gone a bit better with them. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I know George is agreeing in the comments, but
yeah, I was thinking of you. I was thinking of you, Steve, for this meeting.
Yeah.
Feeling prepared.
Brilliant.
Just have to move my hair around a bit on here.
Well, there was a time.
that's That suits you too well, Bazza.
I know. I need to wear it around the parks now, having like 170 subscribers. So it's like I've got to make sure that I blend in, and just the stardom will overcome me.
Oh,
I say there was a time, there actually was, Bazza, there was a time when I had something like that on my head, and it was the first time we went to Florida. We went to the Upside Down house on I Drive, and I didn't know what was going on. We got pictures of them somewhere. I didn't know what was going on, but it was like a comedian, magician, and he put this wig on me and this mask. And then he come out, start singing that Sonny and Cher song. But there wasn't I supposed to be Cher. He was Sonny. He looks good. Yeah, Nick definitely suits him. Definitely suits him.
If anyone was to come on late, just
I know, yeah.
So this is the full disguise with the beard as well. So I got I think I can blend it in. I can blend it in this like this. Nobody's going to notice me.
Brilliant.
There you go.
That's it, yeah. This is what it's about. It's a bit of fun.
Oh.
Hey. See, I told you it was Barry she was talking about. So
like a caveman with it, but I don't know.
Oh. Nice, anyway.
Well, I'm going to take that off because it's a bit warm.
Yeah.
I think the beard might suit me.
I bet it is. Where are you again, Barry? Florida.
Yeah.
I hope your air condition's working.
Yeah. No, that's a bit weird. Yes, it is. It is working fine. Oh, it's been cool here. I mean, last weekend it got down to, it was like 3 degrees in the parks. So because Maxine didn't have a coat with her or anything, so it cost us money where to go and buy like fleeces and t-shirts, because it really got down with the wind and everything. It isn't always hot in Florida. Not in wintertime.
All right. I always thought it was one of them places that was warm all year round.
No, we came down. Many Christmases that I had a vlog the other week about from 2009 at Christmas when we went to the Georgian Dragon. And I remember that year we had to have our big coats down. It got down to like -5 at night. And we had the big coats, the jeans, the fleeces. And luckily we were driving down from Virginia, so we threw everything in the car. But yeah, this time of year, January, February, it's a really good time to go to Disney. But you do need to pack. Last Sunday, it was, I got to convert now. Last Sunday, it was 29 degrees centigrade. And this Sunday, it was 3. So, it swings in wintertime.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, Bazza, over here, they've had another beast from the east come over here. So even right down to the Canary Islands have been getting snow. The Canary Islands. Yeah.
Yeah, my mum and dad are in Blackpool, and they got snow as well. I mean, it didn't stick in Blackpool, but for them to get snow in Blackpool at sea level, that means it's cold.
It is, it is cold. If anyone joins now, they'll think they've gone back to the 70s. Long hair, Star Wars t-shirts. That's just Bazza.
That's just me. That's how I rock and roll. I actually wore that. We had a company Christmas party, and I wore that to the Christmas party. Like, I mean, my team, they're all just like looking at me like, oh, who is this guy?
See, that's what I like about you, though, Bazza. It's just about having a bit of fun. It's a bit of innocent fun, and that's what it's all about. I like all that. It's good. I just won't be seen out with you, that's all.
Join the list, including Maxine. When we go to the parks, we kind of walk separately down either side of Main Street.
This is it. So when we come over in September, right, and we text you and say, which park are you going to today, Bazza? That's just so we can avoid you.
I know.
Like this one could be a little bit meaty, this one, because I think everyone's got an opinion on this one, right? So let's have a look at this, right? If you were to build a 5th theme park at Disney World, what would you want it to be? What would you want it to be? I've got my particular preference.
Me too.
But I think one about the villains.
Oh, that's what I was going to
say.
Yeah,
the villains. You need a park about the villains. I don't think there's enough. I don't think they celebrate the villains enough. Yeah. And Disney have come up with some great villains in the past, haven't they? Scar,
I mean, you get to see some of them at the Halloween parties, don't you? Obviously, you get some of the character interaction to Halloween, but I think to have it as a permanent fixture would be so
Ursula.
good. Ursula, yeah.
I'd love to see how they do Ursula. I'd like to see how they do Ursula.
Purpley. Blue purpley. That's a good one.
Yeah. Villains would be amazing. It would. It'd be great. It would, and it'd be a good excuse for them to do like I don't know, a bit of a more of a roller coaster type theme park as well. You know, get more of the roller coasters in there because villains, you know, they're about doing the nasty stuff and being horrible. And stuff.
Ties together, doesn't it? Yeah, having the villains and having roller coasters named after the villains in the park. That would be very interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah.
We built a fifth park. What would it be?
Whole park or land? Do you know what, Nick? It's up to you. Just let us know if it's going to be a land or a park. But we're saying open a fifth gate. So we're thinking more like a whole park of like villains and having different lands. But you could, I suppose, it could be a mixture of what everyone's going to come through now and do it as like different lands there.
I think they should do Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and there could be lots of drugs and violence.
Drugs and violence, yeah.
I think that would be the park to go to, you know.
Yeah.
But, they were going to do that, weren't they? I think they started, well, not that, but they were going to open like a Mary Poppins area in Disney, and then they cut back with all the cutbacks. But that's not big enough for a whole park, though. And obviously too old for Nick's age, so many of us don't really remember that film. In the 60s.
I love it. Yeah, Nick saying every character for the land. I think that's what he's saying.
Well, MCU was going to be interesting because, as you know, Universal have the rights to Hulk and Spider-Man, the Sony side of things. And I don't know how long that lasts, but that is not supposed to last forever. So I could see MCU being so huge that could be a park if once they get the rights back to it to be able to do that. I think that could be Nick could be onto something.
The boys would like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
And the girls, if Chris Evans is going to be walking around, or Chris Evans will look at that. I've got hairs all over my arms and head now.
Big long hair in his ear.
George, what Disney Sea?
Disney Sea. Yeah.
Yeah, something like Disney.
I've never been to Disney Sea, but that's supposed to be very, very good. A lot of good things there. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Roll the same model out.
I think we've never done the Halloween Disney, have we? But the people that have gone to it obviously have said they've really enjoyed it for like the interaction side of it. And I think if they'd done that as a permanent, I think that would be definitely a money maker for them. I think
so. Yeah. I think everyone's got their ideas of what it'd be.
Yeah.
I think Disney had come up with the better ideas. They always do. You know. The imagination.
Zombieland. There's an idea.
Yeah.
Hey?
Just like the movie Zombieland. They could call it Zombieland.
No. But that, mind you, it'll be less scary than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, won't it? Brilliant.
Next comment.
Wait, which one?
That one.
This one.
Yeah.
So then they can do after hours at the MCU park for the R-rated films like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, exactly. Mary Poppins, all those crazy ones, you know.
Definitely, yeah. I know, yeah. I definitely think if they did go down the fifth path, it's not going to happen anytime soon. We know that, and this is just us chatting and going through it. But I think if they were to go down the fifth park, I think they'd have to go into one where it was more roller coaster like, because you've got lots and lots of family friendly rides, haven't you, at Disney World? Yeah. I think to attract that other ilk of people, you'd need a bit more roller coastery type like rides. I think definitely.
Well, by the way, when I'm thirsty, I drink bubbly. It's the expert to quench the thirst. We are like broadcasting live, aren't we?
Yeah. I didn't put a banner up for that. I didn't put a banner up for that advert. Hang on.
Payments made here.
Yeah, boss that. Right. So, I put this up as a right because we were watching a vlog and you went and you were at a garage and you went to garage, but where the Mickey Scouts as kids is garage, right? So garage, right? So I thought, oh, hang on a minute. Well, if that's what we got them on, so let's give a couple of little Scouts lessons for you, so that next time you do it, you can do some proper stuff. So boss that. That's boss that. Right. So when you ever see something good, whenever you see something good, that's Scouts for it's good. It's brilliant. It's amazing. It's boss that.
What's that?
It's boss that. That's all. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so we'll go on to the next one. Ah, yes. What Disney villain do you relate to the most?
I know yours.
Go on.
Scrooge. Scrooge mapped up.
Is he a villain?
He is now.
Oh, right, okay.
Disney villain.
Disney villain.
That you relate to, not that's like you, the one that you can relate to.
I think Darth Vader. I mean, Darth Vader. I mean, he's a poor guy with a bit asthmatic. You know, he had a troubled upbringing, and everybody hits on him. You know, just because he kills a few people and things. You know, it's like
he had a bit of a croaky throat, but so what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know, you can't sleep with him next to you because he's just breathing. It's like that. He's like you sit next to on the bus, that just breathes the devil out the nose. Is that what you do? Is that why you relate to? Because you breathe out your nose.
Yes, you do. Yeah, I can relate to that, George.
Yeah. I don't know the Christmas
All the
food,
Christmas food, yeah.
Definitely.
Jabba the Hutt, which one? The original one or the second one? Because the original one was a guy, wasn't he? Just a guy in makeup. And then the second one, they put the big creature on. I think they redid the first movie.
Yeah.
Which one, Nick? Jabba the Hutt, the original, or Jabba the Hutt, the second one?
The second one was just CGI, was it not?
Well, there was an animatronic as well. They had a big animatronic, but yeah, I think it went to CGI when they went to the second batch of 3 movies.
Yeah.
Original film, yeah.
And you try and find the original Star Wars movie that's ever shown without the new CGI stuff in it. You can't. It's got the new CGI stuff in it.
Yeah.
So they just ruined an original. They should have just.
Well, you won't know if it's the original because it won't say A New Hope at the beginning. I think the original never said that. It said Episode 3, and it didn't have the title. They only gave it that title once they'd done the trilogy or whatever, the next lot. Yeah, that's how you'll know it's the original.
Come on.
I don't know. I think I'd have to go with Georgina and.
Oh, where she?
Yeah. That's a good one from Cruella. She is a nasty piece of work. Yeah. I mean, who wants to harm puppies?
She is. She's Cruella the film. Yeah. Definitely. I'll go with that one. You know. You know, thank God I got Bud cremated when he sadly passed away, because I think she would have wanted him as a fur coat.
Oh. Oh.
Cruella de Vil. No, I have to say, Madam Mim.
That's me. See, there's so many when you obviously speaking. There's so many villains that would make amazing features at the parks, isn't?
Yeah.
You don't see. I mean, I think she would be brilliant, because I think when you meet the Ugly Sisters at Disney, the interaction with them is so funny.
Yeah.
Definitely. Madam Mim, I reckon you'd be good. I reckon Madam Mim.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Madam Mim is? Also Sword of the Stone.
Oh, no.
Go look it up. Right, come on. Right, okay. So, which Disney film has the best soundtrack? Do we think?
I got to go with Lion King.
Yeah.
Without
like
a
Lion
doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Do you agree?
Like
Lion King. It has to be.
Yeah. Lion King is amazing.
is my choice.
All right, bye, Nick. Thanks for coming in, mate. Cheers.
Bye, Nick.
Speak to you
Thanks
soon.
for taking all the abuse.
Taking all the insults, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like Lion King is amazing, but again, I think that's another hard one because there's so many.
Yeah.
Because I think Frozen 2's got some really good soundtracks to it as well.
Yeah. Frozen 2. Yeah.
The Frozen, the first Frozen though as well. You know, the first Frozen had some really good ones in there.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to top the Lion King though.
Yeah, I think the Lion King is going to be the.
For me, it has to be, doesn't it? The Circle of Life, and you know the Hakuna Matata.
Yeah,
I think I'm agreeing with you, Barry. Yeah, I think we're all agreeing there. That's to be, apart from your mum, obviously, she's saying Frozen.
Frozen.
So we'll freeze it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. I don't think there's many to compete there, is there? As soon as you say Lion King, that's it. Conversation over. Right,
sorry.
Okay.
I'll wait next time for some others to come up before I give the answer.
No, I think it would be. I think Lion King. I think it's the most it's the most memorable as well. Like,
yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's move on. We've only got a couple more now. So we go. Share one memorable event from visiting a Disney theme park. Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
I'm only checking because you can't reach me. Come on, here's some memorable events from visiting
so many.
a theme. Hello, Carlos. How are you doing?
Carlos.
Thanks for popping in, mate. Congratulations for your subscribers. We're getting 1,000 subscribers. You fully deserve it, lad. You fully deserve it. Well done.
You do, Carlos.
Well,
I was once asked to move on by a security guard about 10 years ago. I was next to Mary Poppins, and she was speaking in a kind of English accent. And I stood next. I wasn't actually in line, but I said very loudly next to her. I can't quite work out where she's from, Alabama or Minnesota. And the handler next to me said, "Move along, please," and kind of pushed me out of the way. Kind of, you know, it was a bit like a Dick Van Dyke. You know, it was a bit like one of those Dick Van Dykes. "How you doing, y'all?" You know, kind of, you know, "Oh, blimey, y'all having a good time." So I was once politely moved aside by the security for challenging Mary Poppins on her heritage.
To be fair, I think the Americans are probably better at doing our accent than we are at doing theirs, aren't they? I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one that I'll remember, and because I just wanted the ground to eat me up whole. I think we only had the two at the time, Harrison and Lennon, and Lennon's just straight out with it,
Oh yeah.
This is what I think, and we were talking to a cast member, and she was a photographer.
It was only about must have only been about 2.
He was only young,
2 or 3 maybe.
And he just turned around and he just went, "Isn't your face funny looking?" Can the ground swallow me up? Okay. Honestly, but that was what. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you before you go on to yours, with your mum being in the chat as well, that's only going to be a memorable moment until I get your mum onto the teacups next year, because I desperately want to get her on the teacups and spin it so fast that she falls out as she goes out. I reckon that'd be one hell of a short that would go viral. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So
there's so many magical moments. I mean, the first time you see the fireworks or Fantasia or you interact. Again, you can't do the interactions now, unfortunately, but it's like, you know, the interactions. It's like it's real. I don't know if you remember back. I mean, 2000 was my first visit to the park, and it's actually real when you go in there. You know, and it's kind of, you know, it's everything. They say the word magical, but it is in a lot of places. There's so many moments, it's kind of hard to pick out one that piles on, that stands out so much more than the others, apart from obviously being escorted out by a security guard, which was the different one.
Did you get to stay in the park though? Did you get to stay in the park?
It just moved me. It just
moved you over. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, not at a park, we were given our own private dining room at Toledo in Coronado Springs. Wow.
That'd have been boss. That'd have been a really good memory, that.
I mean, that is just...
That'd be a good experience, I would imagine.
See, I think for me, it would have to be when we signed up to DVC and got like sort of put in this Disney bubble. You just became like, I can't describe it but you became family. We walked from signing up, we went to Top of the World Lounge, and it was like you were someone, as if to say, like,
someone special.
Yeah, because they pressed the button on the lift, they opened the doors for it was just everything was not an effort, and you sort of like became part of their family, kind of.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that was being a part of that kind of magic.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been annoyed though. We did stay in, first time we stayed in the Contemporary Resort through work. This was a work event. Yes, I'm a lucky person. We had a work event. It was in Contemporary Resort. But I remember getting in the lift for the first time, and this did annoy me a bit. I was on the top floor, and you press floor 5, and then you go up, and it's like, woohoo! You're on the first floor. Woohoo! You're on the second floor. Woohoo! You're on the third floor. By the time you get out, you're like, so I'm not going in that lift again. I'm going down. So I went in the next one and pressed 1. It went, ho, you're on the 4th floor. Ho. Like, every time you come out of those lifts, you're,
Does the lift still do that? Because the lift still do that. I'm going to the Contemporary just to go in the lift.
I don't know. I'm talking 2003, so I don't know if they still do it. But it was annoying.
No. I don't think have you been in the lift, didn't you?
Yeah, because we went to the Top of the World Lounge, didn't we?
No, that was he's saying the Contemporary. That's Bay Lake.
Bay Lake, sorry.
Bay Lake's the Top of the World Lounge.
Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, that is. So. Ooh. So you can only choose one snack. What do you choose?
Dole Whip.
Why? Of course.
Pineapple Dole Whip. Move on.
Well done, Bazza.
Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Pineapple Dole Whip from the one near the magic carpet ride, the Aladdin.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's the Hey cone. They brought it out last year.
Really?
The Hey cone. Yeah. Once I tasted that was amazing.
That was good. Yeah.
Dole Whips. I know why people rave over them, but yeah. I'd have the Hey cone over that. I'm
dead surprised that you've chose that.
Why?
Because I thought you were going to go with the cinnamon one.
Cinnamon bun, yeah. But I was thinking like cold snack. It's hot.
Yeah.
Cinnamon bun's hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're going to have one snack, I'd rather have a cold one.
Yeah, I mean the Dole Whip.
Hot one.
Like when we stayed at the Polynesian, we got the Dole Whip from there, but they were doing the one with the rum in.
Ooh, now we're talking.
The kids were watching movies under the stars, and I'd just gone to Stephen was sitting with the kids at Movies Under the Stars, and I'd gone to go and get us a Dole Whip, and I seen it advertised for a rum, and I thought we'll give it a try. You've got to. Wow, it was so strong, but
the Polynesian.
Polynesian, yeah, it was so good though.
Come on, Carl. If you were there recently, you tell us what you had in your world, what you enjoyed. Mickey bars are another thing people like. Mickey bars are kind of a staple treatment. I found it was a bit rich, a bit heavy, and a bit rich. The Mickey bars. I did try those pizza rolls the other week. I mean, they're all right. They're kind of all right, but have you seen them? Like they do a pizza roll, and a beef burger, cheeseburger roll.
Yeah.
See, another snack I like is like the Mickey waffle, the Mickey ice cream. The ice cream bar.
The Mickey bar. Yeah, the Mickey bar. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're going to eat that, dead quick. Especially
in Florida heat. I mean, it's melting. It's like even with the Dole Whip, it's gone. It's like you can't. By the time you found somewhere to sit down and eat it, it's melted because you can't sit anywhere near the things. The egg rolls. Yeah. Thank you, Georgina. Thank you for helping me through that.
Yeah. to get a funnel cake.
Yeah, see, ice cream plaza to me, Sundays as well. Yeah.
You'd laugh though. The thing you forget now is wearing your mask. Is of course you go and get a drink or something like that, and then you stab it up to your mouth. And you've got a mask on. It's like, oh, okay, no, okay. You'll find somewhere to sit down. And it's very important you wear your mask. Very important you wear your mask when you're in the park.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Oh no, he's going to put one on now. Let's see.
There we go. So this is what I wear when I'm in Disney. This is my mask. Me safe. What I do is I just walk up to people and kind of do this. This is how you stay safe in Disney. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you stay safe. You just don't say anything. The trick is just to stand there and go. That's the creepiest. So if you see me in the park, this is what I look like in the park. I take it off for you, Bob.
Brilliant. Put a mask on. Put a full-on mask on. Yeah. So people go with like egg rolls, sundaes, aren't they? And Karen's gone funnel cake. See, the funnel cakes are lovely as well, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, from the USA Pavilion in Epcot, you get them as well, can't you?
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking another one is the Sleepy Hollow, the waffles, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
They do like the Nutella and the strawberries. They're really nice as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's really hard now because with all the festivals at Epcot and things and the food changing, whether you're going to the flower festival or you're going, the Christmas stuff that's on, there's something new every time. So there's tons more. That's the thing that's changed in Disney for me in the 20 years gap between me going was really the food and the drink. It was always really a kids park. Even Epcot was more, it was more adult, but they never served alcohol. You couldn't get alcohol in a Disney park. And they've really kind of, obviously there's money to be made there. So it's like, you're not Universal's gone, like SeaWorld has gone kind of continuous festivals back to back to get people in. So the snacks, you have the staples that we're talking about, but every time, like we were there on Sunday, every time you go in, there's a whole new choice. I mean, you watch all the vloggers, your Tim Trackers, and so they all tend to go together. So you turn on the TV and you've got 5 vlogs of the same for the folks, Mr. Morrow, Tim Tracker, whatever, all going to the park together. But there's just so much good, and it's good stuff. It's not crap food. It is decent food to choose from nowadays, on top of the regular snacks. So it's always rotating, always going round.
Yeah, Epcot's one of my favourite places to go to.
Yeah.
I love Epcot just simply because of that. Because when you go down, there's all the different stuff you can taste.
Yeah.
I still want to do the drink around the world, but that's going to be a couple of years yet. But we have to wait until the kids grow up a little bit. Yeah. Look at this. Stop showing off, Baz. Going... going to
all these times.
Just at Epcot the other day, wasn't I?
Well, and I was talking to Tim, talking to my mate Tim. Actually, this is one of the things I want to do. If I ever bump into one of those vloggers in the park, I'm going to get my camera out next to him and I'm going to start vlogging, and I'm going to turn around to him and say, "Excuse me, do you know who I am? I'm ThemeparkBazza. Can you keep it down?"
That would be so funny. That would be great.
Well, I'm ThemeparkBazza. I've got 170 subscribers. I'll have, probably 150 after we finish this session today. But 170 subscribers,
Brilliant.
Have you tried the what? I haven't.
No, I haven't.
No.
What's it like?
Tim is lovely, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Tim is lovely. He is.
See, I think that this is another thing. We hopefully will get there for the food and wine. It'll be our first time doing the food and wine, and it's even like stuff that we sort of put on our list that we haven't tried before. And I think you can just carry on with stuff you've never ever tried, or places that you want to go to food wise.
Well, like Bazza just said, they change Epcot all the time, different menus all the time, so it's going to be impossible to have tried everything in Epcot. Yeah, it really is.
I got to say, we do gravitate to the fish and chips takeaway in the United Kingdom, because that, I know it's like Coles to Newcastle for you folks coming over, but for us who can't get decent fish and chips over here, that fish and chip takeaway in Epcot is good as well.
Yeah. So it's like a donut but with croissant consistency.
Ooh.
It's unusual but really good. Do you know what? I'm going to give that a go next time we go. I don't mind the croissant, like, so yeah. Donuts, but croissant, like, so we like, I don't know, like a flake away and stuff like that, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be interesting to try that.
Okay. Getting hungry now. I haven't had my tea yet. This is making me hungry.
We're all right over here, Bazza. We've had our tea, you see.
I can see you have. Hey, I've got nothing to talk about. I'm carrying around the Christmas pounds with me as well now. So.
Yeah. Well, that's what Christmas is for.
Yeah.
It's for destroying the diet you've just been on for the last 11 months.
Yeah. Well, there's only Maxine and me, and we've still got a full tin of Quality Street and a whole box of After Eights in the fridge to go through.
That's cardinal sin. How have you got Quality Street?
Put them at the level when you open the fridge door, so they're there, you know. Kind of.
Yeah, the tin of Quality Street should be gone before the kids have opened the presents.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, but Georgina's right. The smokehouse, that's a good one. The brisket in that garlic bread, and we got that from watching Tim eat it, Tim Tracker. And yeah, I mean, for like the money you pay and everything, that's good. And also, there's the weird food. If you ever go to get into Galaxy's Edge, they have all kinds of weird stuff in there that doesn't really appeal to me, but everything's like weird colors and weird flavors. Apart from the Ronto wrap, everything is a bit different. So lots of choices that there wasn't even 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah. So that's something we want to do when we go, because we're not busy Star Wars land. So all the food, I'm hearing vloggers saying this flew, that was it Lanzo wrap, did you say then? And there was the milk as well. People are saying,
yeah, the Ronto wrap and I've not tried the blue milk, but the blue milk, the Ronto wrap. I've never been able to get in the cantina place. Yeah, you got to book months ahead to get in there, and it's always full when we go in. So we've never experienced the thing. But I know I was talking to some of the other vloggers from the UK who came over there, and very expensive for food and drinks in there, but you're paying for the experience of being in, not just you're going to pay one way or the other for that stuff.
Yeah, Georgie says you can't wait to try it either.
Yeah.
See, because I don't see, even when people say it's not nice, it's horrible, I still want to try it because I might like it, you know, because I know a lot of people don't like the turkey leg, but I'll have a turkey leg every time I go.
I've never seen a turkey that big before. I'm sure the dinosaur. It's
turkey. It's a big turkey. I'd like to know what they're feeding it on.
Yeah. Would you really? Would you?
Well, let's put this way. I wouldn't like to tackle it to wring its neck. It must be huge. Absolutely huge. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Nice. I think Bazza's just answered this next one. Epcot for dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's the next one? Oh, Epcot.
So you like Epcot for dinner? Which restaurants and why? I think you just answered it, haven't you?
Well, I haven't because they were takeaway. It's not a restaurant. That's snacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Restaurants I've always wanted to go to but never been to is the Chinese restaurant there that everybody raves about. The do you remember?
9 Dragons.
Which one is it? 9 Dragons.
Is it or Marimoto Asia? Is it?
I think it's the 9 Dragons. It's been closed because of COVID this whole summer. But I remember the lodge guy going there, and everybody and Mr. David, Mr. Ian. They've always been and raved about that's the best bargain, the best place to go and get food, but never been open to try. A lot of the restaurants have been shut this year in the park. Yeah. People rave about that, and the Bavarian restaurant. Never been there.
We've been to that 9 Dragons twice.
9 Dragons
the food
is
amazing. Aren't they? Really good.
Yeah,
it is really nice. But isn't that the one with the quick service next door as well? Is that the one with the quick service next door?
I'm not sure. I think so.
There's
maybe
a quick service next door to it, and if it is, though, that quick service is nice. There's a quick service in the Chinese pavilion that's really nice that we like as well. But yeah, for me, it would be the beer garden, the one that you're thinking of. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about it. There's, you've got, it's like a buffet style. Obviously, not at the minute, it isn't. But there's just something about sitting there eating like a buffet style food with a great big glass of beer. Yeah. And and grown fellas jumping about in a lederhosen.
Well, each to their own, Steve, from that side.
But to be
But no,
honest,
I think it was Paging Mr. Morrow was there this week because I always spend all my time. And there was, like you say, it was a buffet, but they were serving you
doing it family style.
That's the first time I've seen inside and seen the size of those steins, like a liters of beer. It was like as big as his head. It's huge.
The only thing that put me off about there was you're on a table with other people. Now we were lucky with the people that were sat at our table because obviously they were quite interactive and they were quite nice. But I thought if you were unlucky to get someone on your table that maybe
Stood in the classroom. Are you finishing that? Are you finishing that? I'm gonna try it.
We done it once when we were there with a family from where was from New Jersey or something like that. They were a really lovely family. Yeah, but I imagine being stuck next to Bazza. He'd be taking all your food. You know, he'd be taking the beer out. He'd probably dip his chips in your stein.
Family style. I think it's family style where they put you around.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. Yeah, family style.
The gamble. That's the risk. Yeah.
So, Pat, Max, you say so many good choices, and I'm going to just highlight your next one up as well because while I said the Big Iron was my favourite one that I've been to, I want to go to Tepanetto.
We really want to try this one.
We haven't tried it yet. And Le Cellier, if Le Cellier just didn't have, if the steaks weren't so expensive, I'd be going there every time. But it's going to have to wait for the time when I've got enough in the budget that we can go and feed 5,000 people.
Well, especially with Lennon, his first choice is steak. 9-year-olds and choose a steak off a menu.
Yeah, it's like $50, mate.
Yeah.
It is, but it's supposed to be one of the best steaks on site, isn't it? The whole of site is the Cellier. But Tepanetto's the one that I've got. I need to go and do that.
It does look really nice in there.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So that's it for the banners. So let's just have a little bit of a catch up, Bazza, with yourself, and let us know how things are going over there because things over there are not too good. So we'll talk away from Disney for now. It's like it's hitting us all. What's going on, and we got asked this in the stream that we did with the Disney Nerd on Sunday. How's it going on over here in the UK? With the COVID and whatnot. And we've just recently done the third vaccine, haven't we? How's it going over there?
Well, there's two things really going on over here. There's obviously the COVID side of things, which it depends where you are. It depends where you're in the country. Where my company's based up in Boston, they're on complete lockdown. Like in England, you're not allowed to travel. And obviously I have offices in Quebec as well. And they're on the same thing. Stay at home, don't go anywhere. Don't travel unless it's essential. Police will come, lock you up. And then you saw my vlog last weekend from Disney Springs. It's a free-for-all in Florida. It depends on the governor and what rules they put in place. So it really depends where you are. But my son was supposed to come down for Christmas to spend 4 days with us at Christmas. But his work said if you fly to Florida, you're going to have to self-isolate for 2 weeks when you come back because it's a hot spot. So he had to cancel. He said there's no point coming down for 4 days to lose 10 days pay.
Yeah.
So it really depends where you are. And, Florida's running at about 10,000 new cases a day. So it's pretty scary out here because, but then you go up to those states that are on lockdown, it's a lot less. So it depends where you are. I joked about the mask thing, but you wear a mask, you sanitize. And I do feel safer going to Disney than I do feel going to the supermarket because or Universal. Because if you mess around, you're out. Take your mask off. Don't sanitize. And even Universal force you to have sanitizer on your hands before you get on any ride. There's somebody there with a bottle squirting your hand. You don't have to get on the ride. So that's one side. And then of course you've got this whole change of government going on at the moment. Change of president, which is going to get a bit leery. 17. So smooth. Yeah. 17th, 20th, it's going to be a bit bumpy. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the two things really going on at the moment. People are kind of focusing on getting that done. And then COVID, they're starting to do they've got 3 vaccines now out and they're starting to, shoot people up. But it's probably going to be.
So, hey, hang on a minute. Shoot people up. This isn't the Chitty Chitty.
The wrong term. Inoculate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the one thing that's a bit of a good story over here as well. Is obviously the population is much lower, isn't it, than the States? You know, much lower. But it come out the other day that we've vaccinated more people than the whole of the rest of Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're going good guns there. They reckon we're going to have enough people vaccinated, 50 odd million by autumn. Yeah. But I personally think what's going to happen is you got the vulnerable groups, get them done. You can get them done. I think they'll be done like early summer to midsummer, I think. So, but really what we're looking at now is how the States behave, because obviously if the States can go at that rate as well, then, you know, everyone over here is thinking, when can we get back over? When can we go to the Disney World, you know? And it's all right great seeing at home and saying, right, we've got these targets and they can hit these targets to go, no, we'll be good for going. But if over in the States that progression doesn't go as well, then you won't be going. You know, because there's no way.
Yeah, we're still predicting. I said to my parents a year ago, probably October this year, before it's fully under control. But we're expecting the first batch to be done over here, you know, by the spring, summertime doing kind of the next batch, and then autumn doing the final batch. So I would imagine, but I think they'll open the borders up before then. I mean, you're already seeing them saying that you have to have a COVID test to come, and you may have to have a proof of inoculation if you have it to come over. But I would see in the summertime the borders opening up again, and people starting to come once they put those things in place. But like my mum and dad are 85, and they got the phone call this morning, and they're getting their first jab on the 21st of January. So you know, it's starting to move. So they're in the highest category group. But if they get those in January and then a booster in April or whatever it is, so it is starting in the UK. We are starting to see it sort of roll out.
I think it was not today. It was the other day that they come on GMB and Piers Morgan was saying something like 2.6 million people 2.6 million vaccines have been given, but like 2.3 million people have had it. So what they're doing at the minute is they're just plowing ahead with the first lot, because what a lot of the scientists are saying, well, once you got the first lot, you're like 70% protected anyway. You know, you're a lot less, so you can be a bit more free, like, you know. And then they'll get the second lot out. I think it's just about getting that first lot out, isn't it? You know,
there's a lot of people to, you know. But my daughter, I mean, she's a critical worker, so she got her first jab last week or the week before. So they're tackling it from both ends: the ones who are facing patients and the ones who are, you know, the ones who are elderly. So I agree with you. I think summertime. I mean, a lot of people have been rebooking. I know a few of you folks are coming over in August, September, October. That's probably the right time frame to do that. I mean, we've got a trip to Japan booked in April. Probably not going to go ahead to Disney that we booked over a year ago. But I can't see us in April being at the point where we've got an inoculation. And I think somebody commented on here around Park Mapper, and you'll need to prove it probably to fly with the airlines. Yeah,
that's why I've got the comments highlighted, because I think that's what should happen. It should happen. I think once you get a vaccination or you get it, or even if you get a negative test, you have that card to show you've got that, and then you can travel. I think that's probably the safest way. I think the safest one will be the vaccination rather than a negative test, because if you've got the vaccination, you're not going to catch it. But if you've got a negative test, it just means you passed. You tested negative at that one point that you got the test done. It doesn't mean as you're going forward, you're not going to get it. And pass it through. I've just started a new job on Monday, and they do weekly. They do weekly tests. So you'll know the site actually, Bazza. It's the BAE in Barrow. So I've started on a project there. So, and they do a weekly test.
Yeah.
So we'll get that. I'll get tested weekly anyway. So see where it's going and that. Yeah, but it's just a case of. Hopefully we can all just go and get together and get it done. And what's disappointing me sometimes is not everyone's clubbed together. There's been some like point scoring with it, you know. I don't think that was the right way to do it, because it's something that attacks everyone. You know, you come together and get it done. But it's good to hear that you've got the 3 vaccines now. Approved, just like ourselves. So that at least then there's 3 forms of vaccination that you can buy and get in. You're not relying on one supply chain.
Yeah.
You've got 2 supply
chains. The Pfizer one is good, but you need those super cool fridges. So they've got the other 2 now, the Oxford one, and the begins with M, the third one. I can't remember.
They're the same ones as I can't remember the name of it, but it's definitely the same 3 that we've got now. But so they got the Bazza one where you got to store it below 70 degrees. That'll be a logistical nightmare. But then you've got the other 2 which are not so much that bad, and you can get them out and get them quicker. So hopefully we'll be there to see you in September. Oh no, sorry, we'll be there to avoid you in September. Yes.
Well, I have everything ready for when you're here to wear and come down the street with you.
Disguise.
He thinks I'm at
I may have 200 subscribers then, so you know. I mean, it'll just be crazy.
I'm sure you'll be on more than that. I'm sure you'll be on more than that, Bazza, by the time we get over there. And if you're watching it now live or you're watching on the record, please go and check this guy out. He's amazing. He makes me laugh. I laugh a minute. He is mad. As you've seen here, he's nuts. But he's great. It's good fun nuts. It's good nuts. It's not stupid nuts. It's the good nuts. It's the good innocent nuts. It's great. I love it. I just want to go back to this because Pat Max said Tepanetto's amazing. Yeah, loves it for the atmosphere alone. Georgie's going on about Tepossen Echo. I'm sure that Tepanetto she's trying to say there. But the rest of the Tepanetto, and it is, and I know exactly where it is. We've stayed at that hotel. It's the Rosen Inn at Universal's. There's that restaurant next to it's attached to it. It's exactly the same as that. It is, yeah. It's opposite the old Ponderosa, where the Ponderosa used to be.
Yeah.
Up towards Wet and Wild. Is that the one that you're thinking of, Georgie? Yeah.
I think that's Well, iDrive's completely changed as well, though, hasn't it? So
I was thinking your directions. It's near where the old Ponderosa used to be, next to where Wet and Wild used to be.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So she's saying, that's it.
Yeah.
Gonna be busy, Bazza. People are gonna want to meet you. Of course they are. People love you. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
It's all fake, as you know. First time we met, this is all a fake accent. First time we chatted together, I came on with like the hello. Oh, you want to part of Bazza? I'll put on the northern accent for you. He's looking at me. Steve's looking at me like, who's this guy?
Definitely. Right, so we'll call it a night there for the stream. It's been amazing having you on, Bazza.
Cheers.
And I'd love to get you on again at some point, but I know you have work commitments, and it's the time, isn't it? The time difference and stuff like that could be difficult for you. So all I'll say to you is the invite. We'll leave you an open invite to come back on. You just let us know when is best for you, because honestly, you're amazing. I love you. I think you're great.
I'm going to send these emails and be like, Steve, like, no, I'm busy. Sorry, we're fully booked that week. Sorry, we're fully booked the week of February the 18th, 2024. I don't have an opening in 3 years.
Thanks a lot.
I appreciate the offer. It's fun. I appreciate interacting with you and others. So, yeah, it's just fun. Just have fun.
What we do this for, Bazza, is to meet the other YouTubers. That's all we do it for. So have a chat with you, have some interaction with other people in the chat and that. But personally, getting to talk to people, it's one thing having that, watching each other's videos and having the chat over Twitter and stuff like that. There's just something special about as face to face as you can get, which is this. It's just good. And we've had Georgie on the past. We'll have her back on again, Wonder, and everyone we've had on, we'd have on again. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get to meet everyone, and hopefully we'll get to see it in person, Bazza, in about 8 months' time.
It's going to be a busy. I think we're coming to the UK in August, but September and October I can see it. Maxine said to me, she's like, "You do realise you're not going to have any free time in September. Every weekend there's going to be all these guys coming down, and I'll be gentle. I'll just like creepily follow you around the park all the time, and when you turn around, I'll be stood behind you smiling." Be like, we're ringing each other. It'd be like, Georgie, can you take Barry today? We had him yesterday. Can you offer to take him today?
Because I think because Karina and Leah, they had the same time as us as well, and there's
we cross over.
Yeah.
So they will be meeting up with them.
Karina and Leah as well, and a load of people. I mean, you're all because that's when the vaccine's going to be hitting. That's when a lot of you have rescheduled for August, September, October, which is good. Good timing. Should be good for the vaccine. Weather will be still warm, but cooling off a bit. But no, looking forward to anybody. If you come out here, just DM me. Let me know you're going to be here. I'll do my best to kind of, meet up, let you buy me a beer, and then we can go from there.
Definitely. Right, for everyone in the chat, thanks for coming along and getting involved, and thanks for joining us, and thank you to this guy here. Been amazing today. All right, so bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Everyone, bye.
Bye.